deeply. What if we became conductors of our own personal soundscape? Not just passive listeners, but active shapers of our sonic world. Could we use sound with purpose, to heal, to focus, to find calm? A fascinating question to explore. My own mind often felt noisy, full of thoughts like a busy room. Focus could be a fleeting thing. I read about sound hacks, tools to help the mind. The idea was most intriguing. Could simple sounds bring clarity? I decided to find out myself. So I set myself a challenge. A journey into the world of sound. For several weeks, I would experiment. I would try different audio tools. Binaural beats I had heard of. White noise and its cousin, brown noise. And of course, the sounds of nature. Each promised unique benefits. My laboratory was my study. My tools, a good pair of headphones. And an open, curious mind. I needed to be methodical. To observe any changes carefully. In my focus, my mood, my sleep. Would these soundscapes truly help, or was it merely suggestion? The first step was preparation. I researched each type of sound. I wanted to understand the theories. How did they claim to work? What did science have to say? This background felt important. Knowledge would guide my listening. My personal sonic quest began. My first experiment was binaural beats. The name itself sounded scientific. These are not music, not quite. They are an auditory illusion created by the brain itself. You hear two slightly different tones, one in each ear through headphones. The brain perceives a third tone. This third tone is the beat. It pulses at a specific frequency. For example, 200 Hz in one ear and 210 Hz in the other. The brain creates a 10 Hz beat. This is what you hear inside. It felt strange at first, a subtle rhythmic pulsing. I tried them for focus first, aiming for an alpha wave state. This is linked to relaxed attention. I would put on my headphones, choose a binaural track for study, then I would try to work. Sometimes I felt a gentle shift, a quieting of mental chatter. Other times the effect was less clear. Perhaps my mind was too busy or I was not used to them. Patience, I knew, was important. The brain needs time to adjust, to attune to these new rhythms. It was a fascinating sensation, my brain learning a new dance. How do these beats work? The concept is called brainwave entrainment. Our brains have their own rhythms, electrical pulses called brainwaves. These change with our mental state. Delta waves for deep sleep, theta for light sleep or deep calm, alpha for relaxed focus, beta for active thought. Binaural beats aim to guide these waves. The brain synchronizes with the beat. This is the entrainment part. If the beat is 10 Hz, alpha, the brain may also shift towards alpha. It is like nudging the brain gently towards a desired state of mind, a subtle but clever idea. Studies have explored this phenomenon. Some research suggests benefits for anxiety, for concentration, for pain. Results can be mixed, of course. The human brain is complex. Individual responses will vary, but the potential is there, a non-invasive way to influence brain activity. For me, the effect was nuanced. Not a dramatic instant change, more like a gentle current, sometimes guiding my thoughts, helping them flow more smoothly. It was not a magic bullet, but it was a curious tool, worth exploring further for certain tasks. Section 5, brown noise, a deep hum for focus. Next, I turn to brown noise. It sounds like a deep rumble, like a distant, powerful waterfall or the roar of strong wind. It has more energy at lower frequencies. This gives it its characteristic depth. Some find it very soothing, more so than its cousin, white noise. I found brown noise quite comforting. It seemed to create a sonic blanket, wrapping around my awareness. It masked distracting background sounds, the neighbor's dog barking, the distant traffic's hum. These faded into the deep drone, allowing my mind to settle. The science suggests its power lies in its consistency and its ability to cover other sounds. This is called sound masking. It is like a soft, steady presence. It reduces the startle response to sudden, unexpected noises, which can break concentration badly. I used brown noise during reading and when writing these very notes. It seemed to help me sink deeper into the task at hand. My thoughts felt less scattered. The deep hum was a steady anchor. It did not demand attention, it simply filled the space. Section 6. White noise, a shield of static. White noise is perhaps more famous. Many people use it for sleep or to help babies rest. It sounds like an untuned radio or a constant, gentle shh. It contains all audible frequencies at equal intensity, unlike brown noise. This gives it a brighter quality. For me, white noise was different. It felt more energetic than brown noise, less like a blanket, more like a shield, a wall of consistent sound. It blocked out external distractions effectively, the sharp sounds of the house, the sudden creaks and clicks. It created a neutral audio space. Like brown noise, it works by masking. The brain adapts to the constant static, so other sounds become less jarring. It can be very useful in noisy places, offices, or when trying to study, where silence is hard to find. It provides a predictable soundscape. The brain can then relax a little. I found it helpful for short bursts when I needed to block everything out for intense, focused work. But for longer periods, I preferred brown noise or the gentle sounds of nature. White noise felt a touch too sharp for my own personal preference, but its utility is undeniable. Section 7. Nature's Chorus, the original calming sound. Finally, I explored nature sounds. Birdsong, gentle rain, ocean waves, the rustling of leaves in a forest. These are perhaps the oldest sound hacks used by humans for millennia, long before we had headphones or digital recordings to play. Their effect feels deeply ingrained. Listening to a recording of rain or the gentle lapping of waves, I felt an immediate sense of calm. It was different from the noises. Brown or white noise felt functional. Nature sounds felt restorative. They connected to something primal, a sense of peace and safety. Science supports this feeling. Studies show nature sounds reduce stress. They can lower heart rate and blood pressure too. They activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is our rest and digest mode. It seems our brains are wired to respond positively to these sounds. These sounds became my favorite for unwinding at the end of the day or for gentle, reflective work. They did not just mask an absence, they filled it with something beautiful. A reminder of the wider world beyond my study walls, beyond my thoughts. A truly profound connection through sound. Section 8. My sonic transformation findings and feelings. After weeks of my sound experiments, I sat down to reflect on it all. What had I truly learned? Had my mind been revolutionized? Perhaps not in a dramatic way, but there were definite changes. Subtle yet significant to me. My relationship with sound had altered. Binaural beats were intriguing. They offered moments of deep focus, especially for creative tasks. Brown noise was a steadfast friend, a reliable aid for concentration when writing or deep reading. White noise, a useful shield for blocking out sudden chaos. Nature sounds were a true balm. They brought peace and perspective. A deep sense of calm pervaded. Overall, my focus felt sharper. My ability to manage distractions improved. I felt more in control of my soundscape and therefore more in control of my mind. This was a welcome discovery. Studies echo some of my findings. Research on binaural beats shows promise for attention and anxiety reduction. Work on noise colors suggests benefits for focus and even sleep quality. And the power of nature sounds is well documented for stress relief and mental well-being. My small journey felt validated. Section 9. Tune into your mind, an invitation. This journey through sound was revealing. It showed me the power we hold to shape our mental environment. Sound is not just background noise. It is an active force. It can be a tool, a comfort, a guide for our busy minds. If we choose to listen carefully, the benefits are there to explore. Improved focus, perhaps. Reduced stress, a sense of calm. Better sleep for some people. Each type of sound offers something unique. From the precision of binaural beats to the embrace of nature's song, there is a wide palette to try. So I encourage you to explore. What sounds resonate with you? Could a specific sound hack help? Perhaps you struggle with focus, or maybe you seek more calm. Try binaural beats for studying or brown noise for deep work. Listen to nature when stressed. What are your experiences with sound? Do you use it to help your mind? Share your thoughts, your discoveries. The world of sound is vast, its effect on our minds profound. Let us all become more curious listeners and unlock the symphonies within. Our minds are waiting to be tuned.